In this video, we're going to talk about finding the right sponsors for your motorsport team. Check it out. Before we dive in and talk about finding the right sponsor for your motorsport team, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so that you never miss another sponsorship update. We work with many motorsport clients, many motorsport teams. And when we see those clients shift from a billboard approach to sponsorship, put a logo on my vehicle and I'll drive around the track, to a focus on audience and their fan base. When that shift happens to connecting a sponsor to their very specific fans, as well as the broader motorsport fans, that's when we see things really shift and really grow significantly for our clients. So a lot of what I'm going to talk about in this video is focused on the idea that, yes, you should understand the greater motorsport fan, of course, but you also want to really get a full understanding of who your fans are, of those that are attracted to your brand, your style, your approach. And that lets you open up your prospecting to all of your own social media assets, as well as other non-traditional activations besides just putting a logo on your vehicle. So you want to think of this as prospecting based on attendees as well as based on your fans. You'll have access to your fans whether you're at the track or not, which is key to identifying which companies you should be reaching out to. The last thing you want to do is be a moving billboard, just like all the other cars that are on the track that day. You want to offer a competitive advantage, and that competitive advantage is your fan base and how you interact with attendees. So you want to prospect based on audience, and knowing who your audience is, who your fan base is, that will point you to very specific products that they and only they like to consume. Then you want to do your prospect research, which means that you are looking for people who work at a particular brand or company in the sales department, marketing department, possibly communications, and certainly anyone with sponsorship in their job title. You want to be looking to connect with those individuals directly by email, by phone, or on LinkedIn, rather than going online and just filling out a bunch of forms. Most brands who are marketing to the motorsport or racing audience, they really already understand the basics of who the motorsport enthusiast is. So you want to put together compelling audience data about your audience, the smaller subset of motorsport enthusiasts that you can directly affect, or your own fans. For example, a longtime client of ours discovered that they had access to a larger group of female motorsport fans. They were over-indexed in the female motorsport enthusiast. Now, it only made up, say, 15% of their total database. However, that was significantly more than most others. And so rather than focusing on the typical motorsport brand, they focused on brands who are interested in selling more typical products to women who happen to be interested in motorsport. And so it totally changed their prospecting and gave them a competitive advantage. They still had access to the typical motorsport fan, but they also had access to this small niche or niche audience that they could present to potential sponsors. And that's why all prospecting really has to start with your own audience data. Then obviously you're going to want to find a contact. People overcomplicate this. They think they have to buy all of these expensive databases to connect with people. I just use the free version of LinkedIn, and I literally go to the company's LinkedIn profile and I just search for people who work for that company with the word marketing or sponsorship or sales or communications or product directly in their job title. And once I find them, I connect with them on LinkedIn, and then I reach out introduce myself, and ask them if they want to have a meeting. Simple as that. The point is, though, you want to find people with the appropriate job titles at the companies you want to connect to. Whether you do that through manual research, by using free or paid tools, is entirely your call. I always use LinkedIn. It's my go-to resource, and it is, in my opinion, the best prospecting database out there. Then next up, you want to reach out for discovery. You're going to send a quick email, a short note, or you're going to give them a quick call with the goal of having a discovery meeting. You're going to sit down and figure out what it is that they're interested in, what it is that they're trying to achieve, and whether or not they want to see a sponsorship proposal from you. If they do, then you're going to agree to put together a proposal just for them and present it to them live, either on a video call, over the phone, or in person. A lot of people get invited to submit a proposal and get so excited that they just send over a proposal and then they get ghosted. That's because they're not using our super top secret strategy for getting a second meeting. And I'm going to give it to you here today for absolutely free. It's called BAMFAM, which means book a meeting from a meeting. When you're in the meeting and they ask to see a proposal, you say, absolutely, I'll put together something just for you. Are you free Tuesday at 3:00 so we can go over the proposal together? You always want to book your next meeting from a meeting. Otherwise, you're going to be chasing forever. And you want to make sure your follow-up game is strong. You always want to have your next follow-up on the books, your reasons for the meeting, what you're going to discuss, what they're waiting for from you in order to advance the proposal. But always be on the lookout for what we call in sales happy ears, where you think you've got the sale because it sounds like they're interested, but you don't actually have any money in hand. You always want to have your next meeting on the books and the reason that you're going to have that next meeting, or put another way, the reason that you aren't moving forward right now. I would love it if you could share your biggest takeaway from this video, the thing that stood out to you the most, the thing you're going to change right away. Drop it down below in the comments. And what else would you like to add that has worked well for you in the world of motorsport sponsorship? Drop it down below and let us know what it is. And remember, the sponsorship proposal does not make the sale. You do. Good luck out there.